If you had any doubt that Elon Musk was a genius or that he is the savior, he is the Patriot's oligarch, this might put all of that to rest. Elon Musk is set to establish a university in Austin, Texas, as apparently outlined in a recent Bloomberg report. The intention appears, after having been revealed to a tax filing, for Musk's charitable organization, the Foundation, which discloses his plan to contribute about $100 million for the development of STEM-focused primary and secondary schools. Subsequently, we learned that the filing indicates that Mr. Musk's vision for the university, quote, is dedicated to education at the highest levels. And the foundation apparently submitted the tax-exempt status to the Internal Revenue Code, or Service rather, in October of 2022, and it reportedly received approval in March of the following year. The envisaged university aims to provide top-tier education, teachers, pedagogy, and the like, in subjects such as math, science, engineering, and physics, incorporating hands-on learning experiences, like simulations, case studies, fabrication, design projects, and labs, and the institutions will seek accreditation from the Southern Association of Colleges and the like. This is music to my ears. If there's one thing that the woke, broke, radical left psych puppet lunatics want to do, is to destroy not only our world, our teachers, our students, our education, to destroy all of that, but to do it in a very, very clever way. It wants to do it by basically removing and replacing education with social platforming. That's what we're seeing with all of this Harvard business, with Claudine Gay and McGill and others. The emphasis should be on education, not in transforming or allowing schools, American colleges and the like, to be replaced or to take the position now as some kind of a demented form of, I guess, some form of social, laboratory, whatever. And the point is, it's not that they allow students. Students should be able to stand on steps and rail against Israel or Gaza or Palestine or anybody else for that matter. And they can use some pretty harsh language. The problem is in the equal protection aspect of it. The problem was that it was not allowed. People were not allowed to speak individually and to speak consistently regarding matters that were considered by some to be, problematic. For example, Harvard and others would absolutely bounce your ass out of there so fast if you were to rail against or come out against people who, people who are, non-binaries, or if there was some kind of transphobic speech or something along those lines. That's the critical thinking. That is the issue. And it's also very important to note, and a very critical note to know for people to realize and to recognize, is something which is even more important. And that is that all we're asking right now is to give peace a chance. No, all we're asking is to be able to allow kids or allow somebody to have, listen, if you want to pay money to go to Harvard and learn all this bullshit, that's up to you. But when it comes to schools, I respectfully submit that kids need to be taught actual didactics, the basics, not this Montessori like, hey, let's learn how to think and all this. I don't even know what that means. That comes later on. People need specifics. They need the basics. They need the classics. They need to read. They need to know about history, literature, math, education, the rudiments, the abecedarian aspects of science and the like, and what they need, in addition to everything else, what they need is to be told, this is what happened. It's like if I were to, and then later on, come up with your own particular editorial policy. In order for me to teach you the guitar, before we get into what songs you like and whether you like Clapton, I got to told you how to hold it, how to change the strings, how to tune, how to clean it, wash it, how to, how to do stupid things like how your fingers don't get hurt, especially if you're having bronze strings or playing acoustic. Little things that have nothing to do with the beauteousness and the philosophy and the ontology, so to speak, of the music. It's rudimentary. People have to learn the difference between the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. And then later on, you can wax rhapsodic about the beauty or the limitations or the intellectual ligature provided by blah, 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 blah. That's a different story. So God bless Elon Musk. I keep saying this, but he is our oligarch. He's our hero. He's the guy who's telling us what to do. God bless him. God bless Elon Musk. And even Barry Weiss is trying to do this. I think it's terrific. And other colleges like Hillsdale and others and schools that provide at the University of Chicago at the college level, trying to teach you more, dare I say, conservative, but I don't even want to get into the political part of it. I want to get into the rudiments, the basics. Very, very simple. Just like when you go to cooking school, you learn how to do, a bechamel sauce. You learn, the parboiling and baking and stir frying. You learn the rudiments. Later on, you take what you've learned and then you can apply them to various cuisines and the like. That's what we need here. How are we, as a society, expected to compete against Europe, Asia, whatever, in the 22nd century and elsewhere, and by this? By turning over these weird social misfits who know nothing about the real world, nothing about particle physics, nothing about anything that you can apply any kind of rational, fundamental didactics to, and instead believe in this goofiness about whatever the hell it is they're talking about. I don't even know what to call it. I don't even know what you call this sheer and utter lunacy. So Elon Musk, good for you, my friend. I love this guy. Thank you for bringing Alex back. Thank you for basically showing the world what free speech looks like. And by the way, if ever you don't like anything that Elon says or I say or anybody for that matter, just turn it off. I know it sounds so simple, doesn't it? It sounds so bloody simple, so rudimentary, so ABCdarian, one of my favorite words, so elementary, so old school. It's that simple. If you don't like it, just shut up and turn it off. Thank you, my friends. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell, subscribe to the channel, and comment as you see fit.